September carried enough drama to fill a 10-part series. Needless to say, it has been intense. Will October follow the same path? The answer is both yes and no. There will be a fanatical vibe for most of October that has to do with Jupiter in opposition to Pluto, which I will get into in the article. We may see outlandish propaganda, power struggles, and attempts to bypass laws in pursuit of influence, including unlawful arrests or lawsuits. All of these moves are to progress an ideological agenda. Human consciousness fell from the higher dimensions to the very low third dimension. The eons that followed this fall then became an era that I call the Great Forgetting. This was the start of human beings forgetting that we carry divinity within us. That we are divinity itself, expressing in physical form. As we took on the third dimensional perspective, we got increasingly caught up in fear, defensiveness, and separateness. Life was no longer about joyful, conscious creating. It became centered around pure survival. We also came to form low, dense ideas about feminine and masculine energies. We began to see them as separate and even opposed to one another. Masculinity came to be viewed in terms of control, domination, manipulation, greed, and competition, which created a global us versus them mentality. At the same time, we viewed feminine energy as being inferior to outer strength, action, and control. We saw femininity as weakness, and nearly all females as being made for subordination and subservience, a life of obedient silence. Our perfect integration of masculine and feminine was lost as we allowed the lower, denser aspect of masculine energy to control everything. That male-dominated imbalance then set the rules for our economic systems, governments, education, religions. It even controlled our thought processes and our actions as individuals. Yet all of this was simply part of the role we had created for ourselves, for whatever wisdom and soul growth we would gain from playing out this game of forgetting our true selves. Allow yourself to know you are not wrong. Your need for approval will fade as you adjust to your new approach to life. You are not bad, immature, or a 3D being. You are merely evolving into yourself as rapidly as possible for your physical, spiritual, and emotional beings. Allow that to be even if you feel as if you are not being or doing as you should. Then know without a doubt that you are a new being who is changing the trajectory of Earth and the universes forever. You are not a slow learner or a new you reject. You are a glorious new being that sparkles and radiates more light than you can imagine. You are a miracle who is spreading joy and fun even as you adjust to your new being of unlimited potential. Because no matter how deep we seem to fall into separation and duality, a part of us, our spirit, never forgot who we really are. Our spirit knew that eventually, over different lifetimes and experiences, we would one day finish all the learning and higher wisdom that path could offer and remember our divinity once again. That time has arrived, and over the past few decades, astounding healing has been taking place. the rebalancing of feminine and masculine energies. We have been steadily releasing the old, outdated belief in the separateness and inequality of feminine and masculine energies. We are seeing an even bigger upgrade, bringing a massive shift in collective consciousness. Billions of people around the world are now remembering and anchoring the highest aspects of both feminine and masculine energies in every area of life. So, what are the sacred feminine and sacred masculine energies in their highest forms? The feminine is the creation spark that anchors the light of divinity in everything. It is the powerful force that manifests the visible from the invisible realms, using the gifts of creativity, peace, love, beauty, and nurturing. The masculine is the activation of that design, demonstrating higher design through intent and outer action. When the feminine and masculine energies combine in effortless co-creation, they bring divinity into outer form in all its amazing manifestations. However you might be experiencing that right now, know that what is happening for you is the end of the great forgetting. We are now seeing the beginning of the great remembrance. The divine feminine and divine masculine energies are again interweaving into one perfect joined flow. What we are all experiencing is simply a beautiful rebalancing of those two energies. On a deep level of our collective being, humanity has now decreed that the divine feminine must be allowed, respected, even celebrated. The process is not always comfortable. Old patterns rise, wounds surface, and shadows demand to be faced. This is part of awakening. You do not escape the dark, you integrate it. Real awakening is not endless bliss. It is spiritual maturity. It is the strength to face truth and the wisdom to live from it. When you awaken, the way you affect others changes. Your presence influences without effort. Families, communities, and even the land feel the difference when you live authentically. Awakening is not retreating from life. It is stepping more fully into it, bringing love and clarity into every decision and interaction. Awakening is ongoing. It is not a single event, but a practice of remembering and living your true nature every day. Stay honest with yourself. Stay compassionate and clear. Take small, steady actions rooted in truth. This is how you change yourself, and by extension, the world. The divine feminine has now reawakened human consciousness. As a result, even our individual priorities are shifting powerfully. Many people are feeling a strong pull to redefine their purpose in life. They are no longer settling for a life that does not bring them joy and fulfillment. Of course, this kind of inner shake-up, which is a redefining of your inner purpose, is a big move and can leave many feeling shaken and confused. But this great inner shift means that soon, each person will clearly see the path they need to take to live out their higher purpose. Many men who used to embody a great amount of the old masculine energies are now quickly realizing the old ways no longer work, or are simply no longer allowed. Some men and women who mainly embody masculine energy are finding it difficult to transition out of their old masculine identity because they are still living almost completely in their mind and ego. Yet increasing numbers are responding now to the energies flowing powerfully throughout the earth. They're opening up to intuition, heart-based realizations and motivation, and the ability to nurture others. The current energies are giving them the chance to embrace, love, and unite with divine feminine energy, so they can release the old, wounded masculinity and embody the new, higher blueprint of divine masculine energy. This new divine masculine lives in perfect balance with the divine feminine. It both values and lives from the heart and the intuition, and the creativity, respect, and service to others that flow from them. Both women and men who have allowed others to control them for thousands of years are now waking up. But now, whether in their marriages, friendships, or the workplace, people are no longer tolerating domineering or other low, dense behaviors. They are standing up for themselves, speaking from the heart, and stepping into the power of their true, balanced, authentic selves. Another amazing shift happening right now is that many women are noticing that the men who are accepting and embodying the divine masculine energies are more often treating them like the goddesses they are. These men are giving themselves permission to give to and honor women in ways they may never have explored before now. If you are receiving this special attention from the men in your life, give yourself permission to enjoy and receive this kindness. It is long overdue and is part of the new balance that you are also demonstrating now as you allow masculine energy to honor you in new ways.